Thank you so much, Mrs. Sternberg. One time when I heard Mrs. Sternberg speak, she mentioned that she used to be very shy, and that the rabbi gave her a bracha to speak, and ever since then she's been able to speak and share all of these fabulous stories. Last night, when I went outside my front door to see if our guests were on their way, I saw the lights from 9/11, because it's the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. And when I saw those lights, those towers of light, those pillars of light, it reminded me of our students at Mahaliadas, true lights, genuine lamplighters, joining the generation of inspired Jewish women who have been empowered by the Rebbe to light the way for their friends and families to experience Torah and Hasidus. They are living pillars and towers of light. One of our current student lamplighters who's going to share with us now is Ariel Diamond.
So I grew up in Temecula, California. No, unfortunately, I didn't know Rabbi Yitzhak Hurwitz, but I do have a fond memory of him playing guitar when I was very young. I didn't grow up with such a strong foundation in Jewish education, but I've always been very, very proud of being Jewish. I always felt excited when I met another Jewish person, and I really internalized the idea that although our nation is small in numbers, we are strong in mighty. My father isn't Jewish, but he's always been very, very proud of his Jewish children. He used to research holidays and prayers and have us read them for holidays and make latkes for us. It was really great. My father gave me the motivation and strength to find out more about my Jewishness growing up, and my mother blessed me with Judaism through birth and heritage. When I was very young, my parents were briefly involved in a Reform temple, and because my mother didn't marry a Jewish man, we weren't accepted into the community. The rejection hurt my family, but little did we know Hashem had other plans for us right around the corner. My family got involved with Chabad at the time, and I was very involved with caring for my siblings and trying to keep them sane and happy, even though it felt like the foundation was crumbling all around us. Little did we know that our foundation in Torah and with Hashem is stronger than the one that we thought we were losing. I came home from my birthright trip inspired by Israel, and I Googled Jewish Temecula. What I found was Chabad of Temecula, run by Jonathan and Natanya Abrams. I showed up the very next Shabbos. I sat down and I saw an old family friend, and she helped me through the siddur. After the service, the rabbi sat down with a big smile, asked me who I was. I told him I had young siblings that I wanted to enroll in Hebrew school. He invited us over right away, and from there my siblings enrolled, and we became a part of the community. Chabad welcomed our family with open arms, and we began to heal with a positive influence in our lives. One of my brothers became frum right away after an amazing summer at Camp Ramona High. For me, it took a few more years and a lot of questions and debating before I really realized that observing Torah and mitzvah was something that I could do, and it was attainable. The lifestyle was something that was meant for me. So I began being kosher. I learned everything I could on Chabad.org, and finally this past April, I asked my rabbi to find a seminary. And Baruch Hashem, we found the home Lattice. I took 3 weeks off of work from my job as a caregiver at a hospital in California. And halfway through, I decided I couldn't leave this amazing, special place. I had found the place that I was looking for. Apparently, Mrs. Cohen knew way before I did that I would stay, because I recently learned that just 2 days after I arrived, she contacted Mrs. Bela Hecht and reserved a spot for me at the Jewish Summer Fellowship. Wow, and it was transformational. This summer, one of my sisters went to Camp CGI Poconos for the first time and came back with a Vov Tishrei Farbrengen, and she tells me every day, almost every day, what an experience she had at the OHEL and how much she loves 770 in Crown Heights, and she wants to visit all the time. My mother recently went on a base Hana retreat and began lighting candles and observing holidays for the first time in her life. Chabad has always felt so welcoming. And I feel like for the first time in my life, my life and my family is coming together so perfectly. And this is exactly what Chabad is here for. To let every Jew know that Judaism is attainable for every Jew, no matter where you decide to hold. And this is why the Rebbe was so connected to Mahom Yehadis, because he wanted girls to feel and connect to Judaism in exactly the way that I have connected.
Thank you so much, Ariel. When I looked at those pillars of light last night, it looked from the top, it looked like it was one pillar. But if you look down towards the bottom, you saw there was actually two pillars, one for each of the towers. And to me, that also was significant of the fact that even though we're all united, we're all connected, and when you just see the view from afar, it looks like we're one, but every person is an individual. And we have one student who can share through speaking, and we have another student that we're going to call up now who's going to share with us through singing. Sofa Gugula Yafi, she's with us from Russia, and I just found out at the Nishay, I don't know if I knew this before or I just learned it, who has memories anymore, who remembers things, but Miriam Swerdlove mentioned at the Nishay event today that Rebbe and Hannah, the Regudim were very beloved to her, so we're very excited.